Hi there, Rochelle Insurance Girl, just for the health of it. Today I'm going to talk to you about surprise medical bills for COVID-19 and COVID-19 testing. Now, it seems like it should be straightforward enough that it should be covered between the emergency relief funds that Congress provided and between our insurance coverage, right? Well, it should be covered, and most of the time it is, except for when it isn't. So I'm going to talk to you just with some pro tips. I do a lot of research about this industry, trying to stay on top of these things for you guys. But if someone receives a bill from a hospital or a provider for any COVID testing or any COVID treatment, you always need to know very first thing is that provider receiving any emergency relief funds. So Congress, back in March, with the legislation that was passed, Congress gave the healthcare industry over $300 billion in emergency relief funds. And simply stated, if that provider of service has received any of those funds, they cannot stick the COVID-19 patients with any surprise billing. But we're finding that a lot of them will try to get away with it. So what do we do about that? We want to go onto the cdc.gov and look up that provider and see if they have accepted any of those emergency relief funds. If they have, you've definitely got a good leg to stand on, especially if you don't have any coverage, because if they've received any of those funds, it's going to be there on that website. It's also going to tell you exactly how much dollar amount that facility or doctor has received. So I've looked up a couple facilities. I'm finding some doctors have received, $1,000, $2,000. I'm finding some medical groups have received 30, 40,000. Hospitals, in some cases, I'm seeing 80, 90, several $100,000 in emergency relief funds. So that is going to be located at data.cdc.gov. And there is an additional link to that. It's quite long and convoluted. But if you would like to receive that link and more pro tips on how to fight back against surprise billing for any COVID treatment or testing, you can text me your name and your email, 727-389-3037, and I will send you my top tips and steps to fight back against any surprise billing for COVID-19 treatment and testing. And in the coming weeks, I'm also going to be bringing you some more resources on how you can fight back against any unjustifiable pricing for any medical bills that you have been stuck with. So this is Rochelle Insurance Girl, just for the health of it.